There was no insider for the allegations against the Pentagon. I know, because I found out I was the insider after they tried to kill me. We are not affiliated. We were not negotiating. There was no arrangement. Nobody told me. I had to find out from symptoms and circumstances that I got nerve gassed after my first date in high school for cheating on the guy that raped me in surgery when I was 6 years old. Watergate is China, post-Vietnam, using an illegal surveillance apparatus to take us down with the magic of television. Bet your life Deep Throat is not a gay mafia code name. The gay revolution was staged at the Stonewall when my mother was a freshman at the same Catholic school where they crippled that kid after I joined the army just to connect the Pentagon to a conflict of interest. Joey Greco works for the Martians via Nigeria. If they had a leg to stand on, they could have said it to my face instead of waiting until I left and doing it themselves. They rip off national defense and pay cultists to make it look good enough for China. I was not the source. I didn't even know I'd been molested. They just post a bunch of horse shit on Facebook, and if you repost it, they act like they're negotiating behind your back and you witnessed. So you can threaten a pope, a king, and a president, but you can't investigate some goddamn judge? And this is why you can't ban waterboarding. They just want to turn enough people online against the government, back them into a corner, kill most of us, and then use it to argue that the government is bad, and then whack them too. The day before September 11th, the Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, announced the loss of $2.3 trillion. It was not an isolated incident. They lost the means to hold that money. Now it's just a bunch of desperate psychopaths blackmailing each other. 2 planes minus 3 towers equals communism. We might have to nuke you-know-who again. Sick men of Asia. You act like you want to do something about it. It happened when I was not there. I reported what I know. You're simultaneously preventing the FBI from taking these reports while accusing Americans of accomplice. But anyone who thinks you can knock down 3 towers with 2 planes is in no position, pretending to negotiate behind our backs and kill us all before we find out, is in no position to question our legitimacy. This is a conventional foreign attack already. You had to ban IQ testing and call everybody liars, and you're retarded. The Central Intelligence Agency has a sacred duty to God to record the history of our country. Some people don't like that. They got Reagan and John Paul II both shot so they could flood our streets with dope and force the Christians to fight our way out with nothing but snake oil and rainbows. The gay mafia became anonymous in 17th century London because they don't like them either. The past 60 years of population control for us, the Central Africans have been trying to outbreed us the whole time. This is their promised land. Mitochondrial Eve proves you're either a dumb Christian or not Christian enough for protection from our new owners. But if DNA proves the Bible is wrong, you have no religious objection to paternity testing before you claim guardianship of all our illegitimate Somalian children, sue Washington and Rome, eat the cardinality. The guy ate a guy. They're cannibals. The last king of Scotland literally ate a guy before joining the UN after Somalia. That's Y2K. That's how we lost the money before 9/11. You've probably heard of adrenochrome. It's not just torturing children for a chemical from their brain. It has to be a drug so you can hide a child sex trafficking racket behind the Supreme Court. Not only did I trace Cambridge Analytica before the pandemic and therefore worth more than your whole goddamn operation, I know exactly how the faggots are getting into the DEA. You can't afford to decide whether I'm allowed to talk to Washington.